Hello and welcome to Catalyze Music Academy. My name is Zaak Kerstetter. I'm an Ableton Certified Trainer. And if you are a fan of any kind of dark electronic music, anything from industrial to techno to pretty much any kind of bass music, experimental noise music, anything like that that just has a lot of grit to it, you are probably already aware that adding a little bit of white noise to your mix can really help kind of round things out and give it that like darker tonal quality that you're looking for in that kind of music. So I want to show you how I go about making white noise for those kinds of tracks using the echo audio effect, which I think is the best way to do it. Before we dive into that, I do want to let you know if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the Patreon, join the Discord, tell your friends, all that kind of stuff is greatly appreciated. So first off, when it comes to generating white noise, you have lots of options. You could just grab a synthesizer like Analog, which not only has options for white noise inside of each one of the oscillators, also has its own white noise generator. It'll sound like this. You could use a noise sample. You could use something like the vinyl distortion, which has a built-in crackle noise to add a little bit of texture there. However, as I mentioned earlier, using something like echo is going to be the best way to do it, in my opinion, just because you get lots and lots of options. So echo by itself is generally used as a delay. However, if you dive into the features of echo and you go to the character page, you'll notice that right here, we have a built-in noise generator. It has two controls. First control is going to be the amount. That's going to control the volume of our noise. And then the morph control, which is going to control the timbre of the noise. So as I start to shift this and move it around, we're going to get different kinds of noise, which is why I think this is so powerful, because a lot of them sound really cool and also sound really interesting and unique. And it kind of smoothly transitions from one to the other, which is really nice. But depending on what you're going for, you control the amount of noise as well as what kind of noise you want. Two important things to note about this noise generator. Number one, it does not need any audio going into the delay to generate the noise. You can see that this is just an empty audio track. There's nothing going in here, so it just automatically is going to generate it. The other thing that you may notice is that it gets run through the delay. So all of the features in echo are going to apply to this noise, including things like the reverb amount, which I love. That's a great way to just kind of like widen it up and just make it sound a little bit more interesting. The reverb amount, reverb decay time, the stereo modes here, the ping pong versus mid-side and stereo, the delay timing. So if you change the delay timing, it's going to change the pitch, which can be a really fun effect to apply to your noise. All those apply here, which is really handy. In addition, if you go to the echo page and you click on this little triangle here, we can see that it also has a low pass and a high pass filter. So you can adjust these filter settings to get the exact amount of white noise in the exact frequencies that you want. On top of that, we also have several ways to modulate our noise. In the modulation page, we can modulate either the delay timing, which as you heard is going to change the pitch. If I turn this up, you hear the pitch moving up and down based off of the rate that's set right here and the shape that is set here. Maybe just the phase between our stereo LFO there, or the filter. And if I change the filter settings here, we'll hear even more. Or we can use both at the same time if you want. On top of that, there's also this wobble setting right here. As you turn this on, this is going to add a random LFO to your delay time, which once again will control the pitch. So if you want to add a little bit of wobbling or warbling, or a lot if you turn this up way high, you can really hear it changing. Or you can make it a little more subtle. And then morphing was going to change how the wobble effect works in terms of its shape, I believe. So at very high values, it makes it sound very chaotic. Or you can make it a little bit more subtle. So all of these built-in effects between the reverb, delay, filters, LFOs are great ways, and the morph control are all great ways to just get lots of different kinds of textures out of your noise. If you want to, you could start adding more effects on top of this. Sometimes I like to add things like pedal as a way to bring out different kind of subtle qualities within the noise, depending on which mode I want to use here. And adjust the dry wet to taste, but however you're feeling. Lots of options there. Go nuts with the effects, whatever you think will work. Try it out, see what happens. So now that I've done that, I have lots of options for kind of customizing my noise. What I want to do is give it a little bit more kind of like motion and dynamics. And to do so, I'm going to grab the glue compressor, or any compressor you want really, and I'm going to sidechain this to my kick. I'm going to turn the sidechain on, grab from my drum rack, and start playing my kick. Just a little 4 on the floor kick. Turn the threshold down until you see that bad boy bouncing up and down. And now if I turn my noise back up, turn this down a little bit, try out different settings. I slow it, we get this nice kind of pulsing, and we control the amount of pulsing with the threshold. And now I can kind of continue to try different settings here. Until I find the settings I want, and then boom, now I have complete control over exactly the noise and exactly the way I want it to sound, and also make it kind of pulse with the rest of my track and the side chaining that's happening from my kick. So that's kind of the idea here. There are tons and tons of options for creativity. Don't think just because it's white noise, you can't get creative with it. You can always get creative with it, and you can always try different things and see what happens. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching that. If this is something that's useful for you, let me know in the comment section below. If you have your own kind of way you like to do white noise, also let me know down below. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about what we do at Catalyze Academy, feel free to check out our website, catalyzeacademy.com, for info about classes and lessons and workshops and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next one.